Alright guys, this is literally a 5-minute video of how to fit one of these dashboard cameras hardwired to the fuse box of the car rather than having your power cable draped down into your cigarette lighter. They are incredibly easy to do. It comes with the fitting kit, or you can buy it extra if yours isn't bought with it. That enables you to do this. Now, to do this as quickly as possible, it's just a case of tucking the wire all the way along under the headlining, down the crevice of the A-pillar here. Now they normally pop off, so you can put your finger behind them and pull and it will pop off to a degree. Pop the cable all the way down the side of the door jamb, and then most cars, I mean this particular car is a Vauxhall, which is a simple case of pulling the glove box out on these 4 little screws. Most Volkswagens, Audis, etc. have a fuse box on the end of the dashboard. So you can just tuck your cable inside the car. There you go, it's all tied up here, look. You got a little box here which splits off into your power and your earth cable. A little filter that comes with it there, just to stop interference. Now for this particular one, earth cable here, maybe you can see that's a bit dark, but I've earthed it onto a bolt that's sticking out. Just put a ring terminal on the end, earth it to the chassis of the vehicle. Most cars have got some sort of dashboard securing bolt or a little hole you can use for a self-tapper to earth it comfortably too. Power cable, you can trim it down if need be, but obviously I've put new bullet connectors on the end of it. Loop it round, tidy out the way so it doesn't snag on anything, and then find the fuse box of the vehicle and test which fuse is ignition switched. Now by that obviously I mean you're going to need a multimeter or at least a test lamp, and basically keep your ignition off, go through each fuse until you find one that's showing 0 voltage, and then put the ignition on and test that fuse again. Now if your test lamp lights up or your multimeter shows that it's running 12 or whatever volts, just thereabouts, you know that fuse can be used for this. The kits come with a little doubler. I'll just pull that out. There you go. So you can pop the original fuse that was in this slot into the doubler and just pop it back in. Then when you turn your ignition on and off, your camera will go on and off with the ignition. Now like I say, this particular car I've removed the glove box to show easily, you know, what goes where. Most cars the fuse box is very accessible. The only outlier ones really would be some of the BMWs. More modern ones have got a fuse box in the boot, so obviously you're going to have to run a power cable all the way down the vehicle to the boot of the car, or you could possibly find an auxiliary circuit at the front. I'm not really a fan of that though. I'd rather go to the fuse box if possible. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Shouldn't take any longer than an hour, you know, even taking your time. As for popping the little A-trims off, if you can't get your finger behind it to just pop it off, if you haven't got the correct tools, which is like a little Bojo tool, which looks like this, you could use something like a wallpaper stripper. Just be careful obviously, because you are working near glass, and you know, metal edges are a lot stronger than a plastic edge, so just take your time with it really. And a lot of cars, as per this one, will have an airbag sitting behind it. You don't want to, you know, go too near that and mess it all up. Just tuck it down the edge. Don't go too far in with it and it'll be fine. If you've got a car where the headlining's a bit loose and the cable's dropping out from above it, all you've got to do is basically wrap a bit of electrical tape padded out around the cable to act like a widener, so it keeps it stuck up there rather than falling down all the time. And that is really all there is to it with these things. They are nice and simple to wire in, nice and simple to use. You know, don't forget to put your memory card in, otherwise you won't be recording absolutely anything. A lot of these Nextbase ones don't come with a memory card, which is a bit annoying. There you go, just pop the ignition on there, as you can see. And what you're looking for is the little power symbol here, the little zigzag showing that it's powered. That means your ignition is feeding it and it is working. And that concludes our video. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully this is some use to you remotely. Thank you and goodbye.